Hi! Welcome to Flix Talk, I'm Nia, and tonight, it's haunted house films, as suggested by a cousin of mine. So hey, cousin Jenna. Went on a website and got like the top 15 like best haunted house films. I've seen all of them, I believe, except for maybe one, but I think I've seen that one. So, anyway, starting at 15 is the Amityville Horror, the original, the 1979 one. If you haven't heard of that film, you can watch it like on YouTube, or Netflix may have it, some other streaming sites, Shudder. Amityville Horror. Then there's House on Haunted Hill, the 1959 one, the good one, the Vincent Price one. The remake was good until the end when CGI took over. It's just, that ruined it for me. It was kind of freaky until then, but once the CGI took over, as I said, it ruined it for me. So, I prefer the Vincent Price one. The Changeling, 1980, the George C. Scott one. I'll be talking, I think, about that one a little bit more later, because to me, this is the best one on the whole list. So, not to be confused with the Clint Eastwood directed movie with Angelina Jolie. This is the George C. Scott, Canadian, 1980 movie, The Changeling. So, then there's Crimson Peak. That came out in 2015. I kind of remember that one. I was really tired when I saw it, so I think I may have fallen asleep some parts of it, but what I saw of it, I liked it. Then there's The Conjuring. That was a really good one. It's kind of based on the true story of the Perron family. I have downloaded the first book of Andrea Perron's account of what really happened, because there's like 3 volumes. I have volume 1 downloaded, I think, on my tablet here, and it's I did see a video on YouTube that she did. She went back to the house where it happened, and it's called The Farmhouse. If you want to watch, it's like 45 minutes on YouTube, and it's kind of freaky. It's when the filmmakers even have to tone it down, then some major bleep happened. So, because usually, let's pump it up. Hollywood normally wants to pump it up, but they actually toned it down in that one. So, that kind of makes me wonder what kind of crap really happened there. Anyway, The Conjuring. It's not the only James Wan film on here. Then there's a 1977. Oh, here's the one I have not seen. 1977 House. I need to see that one, because there's like another House movie that I've seen, but this one I have not. So I can't really talk about this one, but I will watch it. So now I have like something to watch, to look forward to. 1982's The Poltergeist movie. Craig T. Nelson, Jo Beth Williams, Heather O'Rourke, Zelda Rubinstein. Directed by Tobe Hooper. But everybody knows the truth. Everybody knows that Steven Spielberg really directed it, but he gave the credit to Tobe. Just think about it. Anyway, Poltergeist. If you haven't seen that, the good one. Well, you're just not. I guess you're just a young kid, but that's kind of Didn't really scare me, but it was entertaining. So I like it. And plus, I like Zelda, the little lady. She's cute. 1973's The Legend of Hell House. It's a 70s movie. Saw it, I think, twice. It's good, but that's all I really remember about it. I've seen so many movies. It's like my mind right now is like, have I seen that movie? Have I not seen that movie? I don't remember. Another James Wan, 2011's Insidious. I think there's 3 of them out already, right? So, Patrick Wilson is in all of them. Rose Byrne. Anyway, I like the movies. They didn't really scare me. There may be a few jump scenes, but not very many movies actually really scare me anymore. So, but sometimes I do jump, but mainly it's the sound, not the story or anything that happens in the movie. 2002, The Grudge, or the Ju-On, the Japanese one. I saw that one. I've seen The Grudge, but I think this 2002 may actually be like the Sarah Michelle Gellar Grudge. Whichever one, I've seen them both. The Orphanage came out in 2007. It's a foreign film, but it's really good. That one I really liked. Most of the foreign films I have seen, I really liked. I need to watch more. So I just have to make sure I don't fall asleep while reading the subtitles. So, 2001, The Others, the one with Nicole Kidman. I actually liked this one. I had a twist at the end I really liked. So, it's, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to give it away, but I enjoyed it. I own it. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I guess I need to just put it in sometime and watch it. But I liked it. 1961, The Innocents. That's the one I'm kind of iffy about, whether I've seen it or not. I think I have. I just don't remember, so I just can't really talk too much about that one. The Haunting, this is the original, 1963. Also has a remake, which is okay. This one, I believe, also has if I'm correct, yeah. Does this one have Vincent in it too? I don't think so. But I know I've seen it, and it is kind of. I know it's based on the Shirley Jackson short story. I know that one. It's in my A to Z of Horror of Clive Barker. I think I showed that book before, didn't I? In one of my videos. It talks about her in one chapter. So she was a character. And then number 1, it's this is haunted houses, but yet this one is a haunted hotel. Not Spielberg. Stephen King did not like this adaptation of his book, for this movie. But this is the 1980 The Shining. That's the number 1. It's not really a haunted house, it's a haunted hotel. But Jack Nicholson did great. So there's some memorable scenes in that movie if you haven't seen it. Some of these had remakes, so make sure you see the original, because the originals are always better than the remakes or the reboots. And I'm going to be doing a video on remakes and reboots, because let's just say it's getting ridiculous to me, and that's all I want to say before I just go off and onto that little tantrum there. So that may actually be next. Anyway, yeah, my favorite is definitely The Changeling on here. To me, it's the scariest one. It's the one that still freaks me out today. I still get chills when I watch it. I own it, and I watch it occasionally. and it does. It gives me the heebie-jeebies sometimes. It's just if you haven't seen it, it's George C. Scott. He's like a music composer. He lost his wife and child to an accident, and so he moves into this old house. He rents this old house, and weird things start happening. Around the same time every morning, there's banging, and so he has people come out, look at the pipes, try to figure out what's going on. He had a seance, and the recording of the seance, developed a backstory of why so the things were happening. Obviously there was a spirit in the house that was trying to get his attention, trying to communicate with him. So the story that he hears from the videotape, he just, he kind of collapses in the movie, and it's freaky. And in my family, we used to have this kind of inside joke, and we kind of whisper what is kind of heard in the seance recording. My name is Joseph Carmichael. Because, the boy in the movie on the recording says my name is Joseph Carmichael, so we whispered that occasionally. So for my family who's watching this, there you go. So we used to say that quite a bit years ago. Been a while, but it's just it's also a sad story. Kind of the first half is kind of freaky, and then the second half kind of turns into a mystery, and you're actually trying to figure out what happened and what's going on. You're trying to kind of help the characters, try to figure out what's going on. But Melvyn Douglas, he was in the movie. I think one of his last movies before he died, and he was the Changeling. But I'm not going to give away the story, but that's even because I remember seeing that movie when I was really little, and I remember a certain scene in the movie towards the end, and trying to figure out what movie was that, for a few years, several years, and then I finally figured out it was the Changeling. So even still thinking about it right now, I'm kind of getting, ugh. That's kind of effect that it has on me. Maybe it shouldn't, but I love the Changeling. It's kind of just the way it's filmed and some of the music. It all puts together. It's kind of just makes it creepy feeling. Even Neve Campbell, after she was in Scream, I think she was on Ellen, or maybe even the Rosie O'Donnell show then, saying that she doesn't think that, the movie Scream that she was in is scary, but the Changeling is freaky, creepy, scary. And it's like, yes, I agree with her on that. She picked a different movie that she was in and say, no, that's not scary. Yeah, but Changeling to me is like the best one, or the creepiest one to me on this one. So there's The House I Gotta Watch from '77. I think I can probably find that on YouTube. But remakes, reboots, that's what I'm going to work on next for next week. Look forward to it. Make some comments. Give me some ideas. Tell me what I need to do, what I don't need to do. Be, critique me. I know I need to have more visitors, maybe more props, music, maybe. I just don't want to, play something I'm not supposed to. So that's why I don't have music. I did kind of have music on like scores, but it was movie scores. So I did say what I was playing. Gave them credit. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I will see you next time on Flix Talk. I'm Nia. I'm out.